Hey guys, Dan here. So I wanted to make a short video about the mind-body connection, or actually, as I like to call it, the mind-body reflection, because essentially that's what it is. So the mind and the body are so intimately connected that they reflect each other very sensitively. So changes that happen in the mind can cause changes in the body, and changes in the body cause changes in the mind. So, for example, if you're angry or upset, or there's some form of discontent in the mind, then it's going to cause a physical display of that. You're going to see it in your physical posture, in your facial expressions, and these are all neurologically associated with certain states, bodily states, high stress states. So let's say, if you have your facial expression like this, and your shoulders are really tense, and your fists are clenched because you're angry, and you maintain that state where you're sending neurological signals to the brain and the body to constantly be in a high state of tension, not to mention to reinforce the emotional state of anger and the mental state of that narrowed focus that comes with anger, not being able to think very straight and just being very, reptilian brained or fight or flight brained, and so you continue to do that. You hold that state for long enough that you're going to train the body to be that way, and it's going to be very difficult to get out of it because it's going to be a habit. So for example, somebody who has low self-esteem or who is depressed, they generally hang their head a little low. They sort of don't want to be seen. Their shoulders are slumped. The chest is kind of caved in, which restricts the breathing. And when the breathing is restricted, that affects the heart, that affects the blood pressure, that affects various systems of your neurology and your nervous system and stuff like that. So it can cause quite a drastic domino effect of a lot of things that could really ruin your life. For things as simple as posture can really cause a lot of problems. So basically, what I'm going to talk about today is just how you can alter physical posture and breathing rate to actually change your emotional state and your mental state. Now, I'm not saying that if you suffer from depression or from some severe psychological disorders that this will cure it. But this is a step in the right direction to make you feel better, to learn how to master yourself in order to control how you feel and how you think, at least in some aspects. So if you do have severe issues, there's a lot of deeper work that you need to do other than just this superficial way. But this is kind of a quick technique to make yourself feel better. So, if you find that you're a little depressed, or that you have very low self-esteem, and you kind of find yourself wanting to shy away or slink away from people, and notice your posture. Notice how you're standing. Notice if any part of you is slumped or bowed forward or kind of hung real limp. And so, the first thing you need to realize is that as a human being, you're very, very powerful, and that you can do great things. No matter who you are, what you've been through, you always have the capacity to create amazing things and to do wonderful, beautiful, powerful things. So you need to realize that you are a powerful person. So, when you control your posture and you sit up straight, say you don't feel very well, and it feels unnatural for you when you push your shoulders back and you kind of stick out your chest and you hold your head up high. It doesn't feel natural. It's going to feel very uncomfortable for people that are not used to this. But I'm telling you, force yourself to do it, because you're going to think that everybody is going to notice you standing like that, like you're just puffing out your chest like Superman, but you're going to be the only one that really notices that. Nobody knows how you typically walk or how you feel. Nobody knows this stuff but you. So force yourself to do it for a day. Hold your shoulders high, your chest back, or your shoulders back and your chest high, and then your head high, like you're the most confident, powerful person in the world. Assume physically that position. Just assume that. Whether you feel that way or not, I don't care. I want you to force yourself to do it. And do that throughout the whole day. Hold yourself like you are a confident, strong, proud, happy person. And even if you have to force a smile on your face. It's ridiculous, but it activates parts of the nervous system that associate those physical movements with actually feeling that way. So if you need a boost in that direction to try to feel, happier, to feel better or more confident, then assume the physical positions and facial movements that actually reflect happiness and confidence. And you'll find that it'll cause changes in the emotions and changes in your mind. Now, if you, like I discussed in my previous video, if you continue to do that over and over and over, it sends a repeated message to your body, to your nervous system, a repeated message to your mind. All of these things adapt to repeated stimuli, repeated messages that are sent to it, and form and mold around those messages. So keep holding yourself like you're confident, like you're powerful, like you feel great and happy. Keep smiling. I'm not saying you have to do it weirdly, but do it to try to continue to train your nervous system to actually reflect that as far as the emotions and the mind are concerned, and tell me what happened. So take one day and do this and practice this, and then tell me what you think. So remember, practice makes perfect. So if you continue to do this every single day, the more you do this per day, the more you're going to become what you practice. So just remember that you can be anything you want to be, and you can be any way you want to, think any way you want to, have any habits that you want to. You just need to train yourself into doing it through repetition and through habit and through knowing that that's how the body and the mind work. Okay, so I hope this helps, and get back to me and let me know if these things work for you. Bye.